All right, new information today here. He's accused of killing Dickson County Sgt. Daniel Baker. Now, nearly 3 years after the killing, Steven Wiggins is asking a judge to get rid of the death penalty in the case and bring in a special prosecutor. You see, the motions filed by Wiggins' attorneys were taken up in court today. News 2's Stephanie Langston followed the initial manhunt for Steven Wiggins. She's now live outside of the courthouse there in Dickson County as this case moves closer to trial. Stephanie.
That's right, Eric. It was another tragedy that rocked this community in Dickson County. Today, the attorneys for Steven Wiggins wanting to get the death penalty dropped and the DA removed in this case, pointing to a conflict of interest. Wiggins appeared via Zoom before the court as Sergeant Daniel Baker's widow, Lisa, and his mother, Melissa, sat in the Dickson County courtroom. Wiggins' attorneys showing Judge David Wolf Facebook posts and photos from District Attorney Ray Crouch, saying they show bias towards the Baker family and law enforcement.
He's part of the Baker's dozen. He wants to be loyal to that family. He wants to show his support for that family. And that's great. But it has no place in the prosecution of the death penalty.
Wiggins' attorneys also pointed to a lawsuit involving the DA stemming from the arrest of a man who posted a controversial photograph that later turned out to be fake, depicting someone urinating on Sergeant Baker's grave. The state, on the other hand, arguing the motion is meritless and the support that DA Crouch has shown the Sergeant Baker's widow, the victim in this case, is simply part of the job. The judge ultimately denying today's motions. We're going to talk more about that coming up on News 2 at 5. Reporting live from Dickson County, Stephanie Langston, News 2.
It's been a long time coming. All right, Stephanie, thank you. By the way, the intense manhunt you'll remember for Wiggins went on for more than 48 hours. This was in May of 2018. Investigators say Sergeant Baker first responded to calls of a suspicious car in Dickson County. That was around 6:45 in the morning on the 30th. A little over an hour later, Baker was found dead. And the manhunt for Wiggins and the woman he was with, Erica Castro Miles, began. By 9:30 that night, Castro Miles was found hiding under a home and she was arrested. Hundreds of tips then poured in over the next 24 hours, and finally, 8 o'clock in the morning, June 1st, Wiggins was captured. Less than 12 hours later, he was booked into jail wearing the handcuffs that belonged to Sergeant Baker.